Aw.
And next up is Garden City Hospital, Garden City's largest employer and a supporter of this Santaland Parade, as we mentioned earlier, for 2 consecutive years. They have contributed $1,000 to the Garden City Santaland Parade, and we can't thank them enough for that. Gary Lay and all the folks at Garden City Hospital, thank you so very, very much.
And if my math is correct, Garden City Hospital being here and going strong for 50 years as well this year. So that's a nice connection. A 323-bed community hospital, over 1,400 employees, as Dan said. Largest employer, so we're thankful for that. Their motto is more than just a community hospital. And along with their shuttles are hospital employees and their families joining us today in the parade. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes, it is. Gary Lay believes it's very important that they give back to the community that they're in. And then you see Planet Art at Maxwell's.
Oh, their float, which is highly cool and very cute, created and put together by their teen art club at Maxwell's Art and Treasure. That's over by my house. And boy, they do an awful lot here in Garden City. Lots and lots of different special classes and functions going on at Maxwell's. If you've never checked it out, stop on in and get your artistic side going there.
And behind Maxwell's is an entry from the Garden City Library,
celebrating the golden anniversary of the Santaland Parade with their golden book float. Isn't that clever? I love
very
golden
good.
books. Very
Someone
cool.
actually went within the theme.
Yeah, look at that. Visit the Garden City Library where stories come alive, Monday through Friday, 10 till 8, serving the residents of Garden City.
Ooh, look,
for
our first candy
87
cane.
years. Thank you
See?
so much.
Nobody gives candy canes
They're
anymore.
very traditional. That's wonderful. Library is located, of course, in the Maplewood Community Center on Maplewood, just west of Merriman. We love Garden City Library. We love the golden books, the little puppy and all those. Oh, I love those books.
And following them up is the Redford Township Unicycle Club, a very frequent visitor to our Santaland Parade.
They have members from as far away as Milan and Grosse Pointe, many 2-generation families participating in the Redford Township Unicycle Club. This is the 36th year that this club has been parading and performing throughout southeast Michigan. And their unit consists of their sign, their formation riders, and then their non-formation riders and their specialty riders. Love to see them juggling and jump roping and so on. And as we continue to look on, their sound truck playing some really neat music will be coming into your screen, but we just love watching the unicyclers.
I believe that is a Garden City resident jump roping right there.
Uh-huh.
I think that's... Is that Wendy Pavard?
Sure looks like her.
I don't know Wendy's last name now.
Yeah,
Hi there.
That's it. There she is.
I don't want to oversell the wind or anything, but the wind keeps moving my computer.
Oh, no. You have to say that while the unicyclers are riding by, Dan? Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. No, they're under control. They know what they're doing. Hold on to the computer, though.
Yeah.
Next entry in the parade is Dan's laptop making its way. No, I'm kidding. We hope not.
From our friends at Dell.
Yeah. Redford Township Unicycle Club out of Farmington Hills. Really a staple in our downtown Garden City Santaland
And
Parade.
long before we got involved with the Santaland Parade Committee, and even before the American Legion Riders got involved.
Wow. That's nice to see. Some things you just expect at this point. You know, you just expect to see them in our parade, and they do not disappoint. Wow.
And they have a nice new road to perform on.
Yeah. Love it.
And real quick, I want to mention all of our television volunteers for today, including Harold Larson, who has done this almost as long as I have, back in the old TV3 McLean Hunter days. Again, Christian Gibbons and Jason Merrill. Brian Bykowitz, who is on audio. Danielle Bondi, who's doing CG. And Chris Carrico, Nathan York, Sean Colvey. I think I got everybody. Thanks very much for coming out very, very early this morning. And, of course, John Gibbons, also Christian's dad, who is handling our master control. They came out about 6 o'clock this morning to get this thing set up, and we appreciate that.
Christian is actually my stylist advisor at this day, so I have to thank him for that, too. He gives me hair tips and all sorts of good stuff, yeah. Really?
You didn't want them from me?
Well, it helps if you have hair to give hair tips.
Fine.
I'm just I don't know.
Now we have some classic cars from the 60s, the first decade of our Santaland Parade. Bob Hunt, who is the president of the Garden City Chamber of Commerce, leading the way with a beautiful blue Mustang, Mach 1, I believe.
It's a 69 Mustang Mach 1. You are exactly right. Very cool. Bob, Chamber President, owner of Cargo Carburetor.
We want to thank him very much for organizing these classic cars. We thought it would be great to have some of these classic cars from the early years of the Santaland Parade.
Absolutely.
You know, if you didn't see the pre-parade special, we mentioned that the Santaland Parade was actually originally put on by the Chamber of Commerce as a way to bring people to Garden City to shop at their stores. But the Garden City JCs, along with Bill Keith, built the first Santaland at the corner of Brant and Ford Road.
Wow.
And that was back in 1961.
Yeah, lots of history. We saw the 1969 red convertible Plymouth driven by Joel Osment. The 67 Dodge, is it Coronet or Coronet? I don't know.
I believe it is a Coronet.
Coronet, okay. And that's got a 383 motor driven by Chuck Schroeder, Garden City resident, and a 70 Cutlass that you got to see as well. As the banners go by, again, thanking those people that help contribute to this parade, I think it really is something that I'd like to mention. You know, if you're enjoying the parade and you're here and you're supporting this great event, say thank you to the people that are financially supporting this great event. Stop in at some of the businesses that are helping to sponsor this parade and tell them that you appreciate not only their physical but also their financial support to help make this parade something special.
And we're at the halfway point of our parade. Number
Wow.
35 is the entry, and it's the Garden City Salvation Army.
That's right, featuring the Salvation Army Brass Band coming into your screen, the helpful drivers and truck that handle all of your gently used donations, and the customers that bought it all at the Salvation Army on Ford Road. They'd like to thank everyone who donates and shops at the Salvation Army, where each purchase, every donation makes you a partner in doing the most good. And the canteen will be providing hot chocolate at the Santaland area after our parade today. So some hot chocolate sponsored by the Salvation Army.
Yes, again, a reminder, if you're watching us live, make sure you head over to Santaland. That'll be held, again, in the parking lot south of Kroger, the Garden City Town Center. Santa Claus will receive the key to the city from Mayor Walker, and they'll have that free hot chocolate, and kids can visit with Santa Claus. Again, that's live on Saturday, November 27th, right after the parade. Let's listen to the Salvation Army Band.
Very nice.
And right behind them, a very impressive entry from, I believe, Metro Lincoln Mercury.
I believe you're right. Metropolitan Lincoln. Now, Metropolitan Lincoln, you know.
Oh,
since
dear.
the changing of the
Well, I think there's still Mercuries to buy, aren't there?
Well, I know they're going fast. At least that's what I've heard. But yep, okay. Proud to be your Garden City Lincoln dealership, as they're saying. Clarity Patton is the business development manager. Chris Connolly, the general manager. We're glad that they're here. This really is a lovely display.
And you know where that ends up after this?
In front of their business.
In front
isn't
of
it?
their
I
business,
thought
that's
so.
right.
Very nice. And one of them is Rudolph, so we feel safer now, for sure.
In case it gets dark.
That's right.
Next up is the Garden City Lions Club, another one of those great community service organizations here in Garden City.
Even older than the parade, the Garden City Lions Club, serving Garden City since 1956. That's 54 years, by the way. Fundraisers throughout the year to raise money to help the blind and hearing impaired, providing glasses, hearing aids, eye surgery to those who are in need. The Lions are always looking for new members, by the way. They meet at Maplewood Community Center the first and third Tuesday of every month at 7 o'clock. Their motto is, "We serve." Why not be a part of that? That is wonderful.
Well, so far, Susie, an outstanding parade, our 50th anniversary version.
You've got that right. Good stuff. And really, the parade wouldn't be the parade without all of the entries. When we think about it, we, thanking our supporters and our volunteers to help put it together. But it's the people that are walking and driving and tooting those horns that really help make it special and so much fun for everybody.
And next up is Stan the Fireman.
Stan the Magical Fireman, promoting fire safety all over the state of Michigan. We're glad he's here again this year. Be a part of this very special day.
And now we've got our first Girl Scout troop of the day, Troop 43974. That's a Keno number. That's not a Girl Scout troop.
Bingo.
That's way too long of a number.
They have brownies and juniors, leaders working to instill courage, confidence, and character. They collect donations to send nuts and candy to the troops overseas, as well as collecting items for the animal shelter. They are making the world a better place and living by the Girl Scout law.
And right behind them is Cub Scout Pack 792.
That's right, out of Farmington Elementary. They go to camp 3 times a year, and they work with Operation Can Do, the AMVETS Goodfellows, Ducks Unlimited, and the United Needy Family Fund of Garden City. So wonderful to instill these values in our young people today.
And with a great float.
Mm-hmm. 100 years of scouting is what the sign says, and 50 years of Santaland.
And we should mention that there are prizes for the top 3 floats.
That's right.
Based on the quality of the float and their use of the theme.
Absolutely, and those prizes will be awarded after the parade, correct? At our
That is correct.
Final area here.
There you see some folks from the Garden City Community Coalition carrying that banner. Again, the Community Coalition is the parent organization of the Garden City Santaland Parade, and we can't thank Sue Nicholas and Monica Fulton enough, members of the Santaland Parade Committee, as well as the folks that run the Family Resource Center and the Community Coalition.
That's right. It's the behind-the-scenes people that most people don't know about, but they're there when you need them, that I think contribute to making this community of Garden City such a very special place.
And now on your screen is Troop 1241, the Fort Drake Memorial oldest troop in Garden City.
That's right. They've been teaching their boys and young men of Garden City to be upstanding citizens and role models for over 82 years. Congratulations. It really is.
Even a little longer than the parade.
Yeah.
And with a very nice float following them up. A little bit of work to hold those flags today.
No doubt about it. Couldn't ask for a nicer day, though, again.
Well, you could ask for a little nicer day. Oh, we've got candy. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm keeping the Butterfinger, Dan. Sorry.
Oh, sure. Thank you.
Thank you, sweetie.
We don't turn anything down. Here, I'll give that.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for being in the parade. Next up is Cub Scout Pack 740.
From Lathers here in Garden City. I wonder what the highest temperature has been for a parade day in the past 50 years. Did you guys do any research on that? I know we've had a few years.
67.
Okay. Yeah, we've had a few that were, it just didn't, it felt
And that
like
was
spring.
within the last 10 years.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember, that's the one I remember,
That was a very murky, overcast day.
Yeah.
Now you see our friends from the Tigers and the Lions. Paws and Rory. Uh-oh.
Here they come.
Gentlemen, how are we?
Hello. Thank you. Welcome. Oh.
Oh, no. It's bad enough with the glasses. I look like Ben Franklin. And then you pulled the hat off. There you go.
Just have the sweetest friends, Dan.
Paws, we need a left fielder. We need a left fielder.
Oh. I love it. It's very sweet.
Thanks a lot for being in the parade. Good to see you. Go Lions. Go Tigers.
Woohoo! Go Snowman. How about that? Wowee. Our second balloon, Dan, is underway here, carried by VFW Post 7575 and our friends from Rock Stars. And it is a snowman, no doubt about it.
Because of the wind, they've had to wrangle it in just a little bit.
Okay.
They're letting it get into the air now.
There we go.
But yeah, tough day.